Kingdom.
I'm gonna eat so much buffet food.
Oh.
I'm getting hugs.
Character meals are incredibly popular in Walt Disney World, and this character meal here at Crystal Palace does have pretty unique characters, and it's right in the middle of Magic Kingdom, so you can probably tell why it's a pretty hot ticket. We're gonna find out if Crystal Palace is right for you. How much face time you get with the characters? Is the buffet food scary or delicious? We're just gonna test it
I hope
out.
it's not scary.
I hope it's so delicious it's scary.
Oh.
See?
When you arrive for your reservation at Crystal Palace, you can check in physically or you can check in with the dining reservation check-in on the My Disney Experience app. It's super easy. If you have a reservation that's in there, it will come up on your homepage. You can hit check-in, answer all of the different questions, and then you'll be auto-checked in. You can sign up for push notifications and or text message response, and you'll get checked into the restaurant.
Crystal Palace, designed to look like England's Crystal Palace, which was erected in Hyde Park to house the Great Exhibition of 1851. A fun tip, if I were you, I'd definitely request a window table to catch glimpses of the Main Street parades or the Magic Kingdom fireworks. That would be incredible. This definitely feels like old school Disney character dining. Not just because one of the first characters I met when I was a kid was Winnie the Pooh, like literally I think the first character, which is pretty amazing. But even just looking around, this is definitely geared towards family. Probably because the characters that are meeting here. Everybody, you know, the childhood favorites, Winnie the Pooh, Piglet, Tigger, and, you know, the saddest but most adorable of them all, Eeyore. A lot of these signs say Walt's favorite.
Yes.
Did he just come in here and be like, yep, that's it, that's my favorite? Why does it say Walt's favorite?
Because it is Disney World's 50th anniversary right now, and there are either some limited time offerings or some offerings that are temporarily getting the Walt's favorite moniker.
Yeah.
Things like Walt's chili and the Waldorf salad. Like most character dining spots, there is a really fun part where all of the characters march around the restaurant to a little song, and they all hold little props. Tigger has a balloon. There's Tigger. Eeyore has a little flag. It's so cute. And that's my favorite part. They're so adorable. I literally want to cry almost every time. And anytime they come to this table, basically if you're coming to this restaurant and you're like me with the 100-acre wood characters, be prepared to cry a little bit. So the characters at Crystal Palace are the 100-acre wood characters celebrating Friendship Day. It's Winnie the Pooh, Eeyore, Piglet, and Tigger, obviously. Now, if you want to meet these four all at once, this is the only place to do it, and it is the only place in all of Disney World where you can currently meet Eeyore or Piglet. Winnie the Pooh and Tigger do meet outside of the Winnie the Pooh ride in Magic Kingdom, but the other two, no dice. So it's pretty unique characters that you can meet here at Crystal Palace, and they gave us their signatures. All right, so the menu here is pretty limited if you look it up online because it is a full buffet, all you care to enjoy. The buffet has been back for a little bit. This is the return of characters today, and breakfast is actually returning probably shortly after this video goes up. Con of this is the buffets aren't everybody's jam. Some people don't love the whole serve yourself and then everybody else is serving their self vibe, but there are some character meals in Disney World that are not buffets, like Storybook Dining with Snow White over at Disney's Wilderness Lodge Resort, and breakfast a la arte with the characters over at Topolino's Terrace at Disney's Riviera Resort. So those are some great options if you would rather be served your food and meet some characters instead of having to deal with a buffet. But look, we can see all the characters at once right now. Eeyore, Winnie the Pooh, Piglet, and Tigger. Only place that you can meet them all in one place. So, you know, for me, I love these characters, and that feels a little bit more worth it than a lot of character meals where I'm meeting Mickey and Minnie, who I can meet all the time. All right, it's time for a buffet montage.
Cue theme music.
Walt's beef chili, red wine au jus, fire roasted prime rib, fire roasted pork loin, horseradish cream sauce, savory peach chutney, oven roasted chicken with fresh herbs, Italian sausage with roasted peppers and onions. Kids buffet featuring crispy chicken breast tenders, creamy macaroni and cheese, miniature beef quesadilla, and cheesy pizza bread, French smooth cupcake, s'mores tart, butterscotch pudding, blueberry domes, strawberry shortcake, unlimited soft serve, chocolate vanilla or swirl, apple cobbler, fresh baked cookies.
Kids buffet, pizza, quesadilla, macaroni and cheese, chicken tender, bread service, Parker House rolls, pretzel rolls, assorted dinner rolls, honey butter, croutons, egg bits, salad bar, vegetables, fruit salad, meats and cheeses, country fried chicken with black pepper gravy and honey Tabasco sauce, Walt's favorite, what? Mashed potatoes, green beans, bacon and onions, cheesy broccoli, roasted marble potatoes, glazed rainbow carrots, shrimp creole, rice, vegetable chicken masala. Ooh, seared mahi-mahi, spinach ravioli.
Someone tell these people to stop filming themselves in front of the buffet and eat something, please. Excuse me.
Yes.
I'm sorry. This is a buffet that's meant for eating.
Oh,
Okay.
not
This is not a vlog buffet.
Quick, grab the chicken tender. Okay, I'm gonna start with my first plate. Very excited about it. I'm gonna start with some of the big ticket items here. Now, what's interesting is that there used to be a crab, like a whole crab station. That's not here this time, which is interesting. I started. I feel like I had to warm up the stomach a little bit, which is why I started with like, you know, some of like the dinner rolls and the salad, and then
That's pro buffet strategy.
Yes, you gotta warm up the stomach.
Yes.
Love loves the pretzel roll, so I was like, you take the pretzel roll. I got the black pepper and Parmesan dinner roll, and I put some honey butter on it because it makes me think of Hoop-Dee Review, and I love honey butter, so here we go.
That's my middle name. Honey butter.
That's right.
Honey butter, it's so good. It's just like a whipped smooth butter with this like a taste of honey. It's not too sweet. It's so good. Dinner roll, the black pepper is also super solid. There's not a lot of black pepper or Parmesan like tastes in there, so I think it's just like a vibe. It's like you get to see it on the top. It's more of like a dressing than anything else. So, but still pretty good, and we're off to a good warming up the stomach.
Tigger, have you done any good bouncing today? Of course. Yep, there
Okay.
it is. There it is, the bouncing.
Are they giving you any of the food here? Okay. Oh, you're full.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't fill up too much if you're going to be bouncing.
Exactly.
No. I did also get the honey butter, but I got it on the regular dinner roll. So it's very sweet, very creamy, and the dinner roll is really nice. It's not warm, which I think I prefer a warm dinner roll, but it's cooked very well. It's super soft. It's the kind of dinner roll you want in a buffet because you want to eat unlimited numbers of them, and no one can stop you.
All right, while Quincy films Sage's shoes, I am going to start eating my meal. It's limited, okay? All right, I am ready to try my food. I will be honest, there's not a lot on the menu for plant-based eaters. So I will say this dish is very delicious. And that gives it a lightness and a freshness and sort of a crisp texture that you don't normally associate with Indian foods that have a tendency to be stewed, kind of well cooked. There are big pieces of zucchini in here and squash, which is a little bit different from Indian dishes that I've had before. It's really good. If you like Indian food, this will be a very familiar flavor profile to you. All right, let me try this pretzel roll, because this could be the thing that shuts me up. It took a pretzel roll to bring him down. It needs some plant-based butter. It needs a little earth balance. And there is none offered currently.
Look at that plant-based butter.
I misspoke, okay? There is earth balanced plant-based butter. You just have to ask for it.
Hi. That's right. You're on camera. How are you? Good. I'm good. Thanks for asking. I'm so glad you're back. Are you excited to be back? Oh, good. I asked Tigger this too. Are you gonna be able to get some food too? Oh, good. It's so good to see you. Can I get a hug? Is that okay? Thanks, Piglet. Yay!
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Piglet. You're so kind. It's great to see you again.
And the next portion of warming up the stomach, I went with the mixed greens, which is you get some red leaf lettuce in there, mixed greens with Caesar dressing and some of the croutons they had there. All right, Caesar salad. One of my favorite things about Disney World croutons, I don't know why, like, they're not super hard. You kind of eat them and they just immediately kind of like, you bite them and they just kind of like, they crumble. It's not like hard, like ow, 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 like some croutons can be. Really good. Again, not the strongest Caesar salad.
For my build your own salad, I went with the balsamic dressing. Nice tang to it. Pretty basic buffet build your own salad, but everything's nice and fresh tasting. And the balsamic has a lot of great flavor too. I got the Waldorf salad. Now this is another Wald's favorite. Waldorf salad is one of those salads that has mayonnaise in it. But it's got walnuts, celery, grapes. You would definitely have to like those like mayonnaise-y salads to like this. And you have to like celery. It's a lot of celery, and texturally I know that messes with people. I'm a fan of this, but I like those like southern mayonnaise salads. So That really has to be your jam for you to like this. Plot twist, the celery was actually green apples the whole time.
How did that happen?
Well, I leave for 5 minutes, and the craziest things are coming out of Quincy's mouth.
There was also celery.
Oh, so there was both.
There was both.
Are you kidding me? Is this still going on? At least, honestly, all those things are plant-based. So really, I support this content.
But it's all covered in mayonnaise.
Are Breed Love and I the apples and celery of your life, Quincy? All right, probably what I'm the most excited for is the country fried chicken with black pepper gravy and honey Tabasco sauce. It's one of Walt's favorites, which is for the 50th anniversary. It looks ridiculous, and I could not be more excited to try it. This might be like one of my new favorite things. The gravy on there is really nice. Now, when it says honey Tabasco, there's not a lot of heat to it, so it's not super spicy, which is, for you non-spicy lovers, perfect. It's just like a slight kick to it. There's not any spice to it. The honey, it's sweet. It's fried pretty solidly. It's just crispy enough that it doesn't feel too flaky like skin only. It's really good. Next up on Walt's favorite is Walt's mashed potatoes.
Walt mashed those potatoes?
He sure did, with a hope and a dream.
Wow.
Eeyore!
Hey!
Hey!
Long time no see.
Oh, we just had some of Walt Disney's mashed potatoes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, good.
Tasty. Yeah.
Absolutely. I didn't know Walt Disney mashed the potatoes himself. Oh, goodbye. So sweet. So yeah, thanks Walt Disney, Walter Elias Disney, for mashing these potatoes for us. Very salty. Lots of butter.
Walt loves salt.
Really?
Yeah, that's like a thing. Walt likes salt.
Usually potatoes have a white hue to them. This is definitely a yellow hue to them because you can see how much butter is in these potatoes. Also on Walt's favorite list is the green beans with bacon and onions. Now, I'm not a huge green bean connoisseur. That's not typically how I operate.
I would consider myself a green bean connoisseur.
Do you want to go in and have these with me?
Yeah. Texture's where it's at, though.
All right.
There's a lot of crunch to them, but not the good kind of like the get stuck in your teeth kind of green bean crunch. However, they're seasoned very well.
So well.
They're seasoned. They've got a little bit of pepperiness to them.
Yeah.
It's not overwhelming. They're still primarily green bean flavor, but it's a really great compliment to the green beans.
I pick up the onion in a big way.
Yeah, me too.
The onion is super powerful.
Tigger!
Listen, you didn't get to meet our friend Breedlove over here.
Hi, how are you, Tigger? Oh my God! Oh, it's so great to see you. I love this day. This is my favorite day. Come on.
Alright, then weirdly I have a create your own charcuterie situation where they had artisanal meats and cheeses. So I'm going for this one first. It's got black peppercorn in it. It's a little on the greasy side, but it's salami, so what are you gonna do? And then I have no idea what this is.
It looks like bologna.
Perhaps bologna, and it has nuts and stuff in it.
Oh, I don't like the mustard.
It's bologna.
Okay.
I really like bologna. That tastes like bologna. I don't know if I would ever call bologna an artisanal meat. There's also blue cheese and what looks like it might be cheddar. I'm eating blue cheese, which I love. So that's one of the more potent blue cheeses I've had in a long time. I love the flavor of blue cheese.
Me too. Oh.
But wow, that's something you gotta spread that on, maybe add a grape,
Do you think I
some
can
honey.
So I have the spinach ravioli with roasted tomato vinaigrette and honey roasted pistachios. There's a little bit of a sweetness to it. I think that's what the honey roasted pistachios are coming from. But it's super good. The spinach does kind of the spinach and the cheese kind of cut through the tomato, which is super important. I really enjoy it. It's a great ravioli. The texture is a little interesting because I feel like it's been sitting under the buffet warmers for a while. But super sweet. Definitely tomato forward. I'm a fan. So I don't know why I'm the least excited to try this. This is the roasted chicken. And the reason I say that is because I saw it at the buffet and it didn't look super appetizing. It just tastes like chicken, not a lot of seasoning on it. About my thoughts about the looks about it, but I just, there's no seasoning on it whatsoever. Now here's the pork with a little bit of mango chutney. It's very chewy. The pork is actually pretty solid. In my opinion, it doesn't need the mango chutney. it confuses my brain a little bit. Regardless, it was fine pork. It doesn't need the mango chutney. I thought the mango chutney was confusing and weird, but it was a solid slice of pork, and I can't believe I still have so much more meat to eat. I got the prime rib, but I love the creamy horseradish sauce. Oh, Piglet's back!
Piglet's back!
Hey, we're all here. The gang's all here, guys.
We're just hanging out. All right, I'm starting with Waltz chili, which I put cheese, scallions, and sour cream on, not just cream. Waltz chili isn't that special here because you actually can get it around the park a few places. Pretty much if there's a spot that has chili cheese fries, they might have Waltz chili. It's available over in Frontierland a couple places. I'm actually a fan of Waltz chili because it has full beans in it as opposed to usual theme park chili. Now it's pretty mild, there's not a lot of kick to it, it's not very spicy, which is great because it's more pleasing to more people. Walt was a Midwestern man, so he had Midwestern tastes, and that's typically not very spicy. I'm a fan of this. I love a good chili. So if you do too, I think you'll like this. And you can kind of customize how you want to top it, which is awesome. All right, cheesy broccoli. The broccoli is well cooked. I like my broccoli a little on the chewier side, so it's a little undercooked for my taste, but it is still cooked all the way through. It's well cooked. It's not cheesy enough. Could use more cheese, which I suppose I could have served better, but even like these pieces that have like a ton of cheese on them don't taste cheesy enough. All right, I'm gonna try some of the more basic vegetables. These are roasted baby potatoes, new potatoes. These are really good. They're perfectly salted. They've got a little bit of rosemary on them. I'm actually really impressed with those. And then we also have these beautiful roasted carrots. Those are my favorite of the veggies, the carrots. So good. They have honey in them, so they're super sweet and kind of like sticky. They're roasted perfectly, so they still have a little bit of sap to them, but they're really easy to bite into. I love those. Those are amazing.
So I got the fire roasted prime rib, and of course, I put a bunch of the creamy horseradish sauce on it because I love it. I think it is always a great addition to the prime rib, the cuts that they have here. So here we go. Usually, the horseradish is what saves the prime rib, but the prime rib actually has a lot of like great flavors to it. Now you can go up there and they ask me if I wanted well done or if I wanted medium or rare, which doesn't usually ever happen at one of these carving stations. But yeah, I went for medium, and it's like just the right amount. It's really nice, a lot of flavors in there. But the horseradish, it's not too strong of a horseradish sauce. So if you like horseradish sauce with your meat, definitely recommend this. Now between the pork and the prime rib, still gonna go with the prime rib. Delicious.
All right, next up there was cheesy grits and shrimp creole. This is one of the more like big ticket special items on the buffet. I'm excited about this one, and the cool thing was that you could get them both together and then create something of like a shrimp and grits moment. So this is really good. The shrimp creole is not spicy at all, but it's super flavorful. I honestly wish it was a little spicy, as I am like a spice person, but it's got lots of big tomato. It's kind of all stewed together. The shrimp is cooked really well. And I've got Italian sausage with roasted peppers and onions. I like sausage. There is a specific flavor that happens with sausage sometimes where it tastes too sausagey. Where it gets kind of like, it has like a greasy sort of flavor to it, and you can taste the meat very like clearly, which is what's happening here. I don't love it. I wish it was more, like when sausage gets like peppery and really picks up on other flavors well. I'm a big breakfast sausage person. This one's a little off-putting to me. I'm glad I only got one piece of it. But I think if you really like Italian sausage and roasted peppers and stuff, it's cooked very well. It does have some good flavor. All right, my last from my main, I dropped it. My last from my main course is the mahi-mahi that comes in a romesco sauce. I was actually a little scared of this one. This buffet fish. Mahi-mahi is one of my favorite white fishes. This is really well cooked. Texturally, it has a lot of integrity. It's like really holding up, and it has a lot of great flavor. I don't even like tomato sauces on fish that much, but with the romesco, kind of explosion of flavor in my mouth. Probably my favorite thing that I've had off the buffet.
Oh, hi, Pooh. Oh my goodness. Hi. Listen, someone very special would like to say hi.
Yeah.
His name is Breedlove. He's over here.
Oh my gosh, an honor. Thank you. Welcome back.
We love you. Bye.
Okay, it's time to review my desserts. The fruit salad. Cantaloupe. I say go for it. If you're in love, hello. Very sweet cantaloupe. It's a good dessert. Bring back the plant-based strawberry shortcake. There's a grape on this fork. Very sweet. Okay, I have a bite. Delicious honeydew melon. Tastes like honeydew melon.
You want cookies with your pizza, or do you want pizza with your cookies?
Why are you like this?
I don't know. Don't ask why. I like to get savory things for my desserts. I'm a savory guy, and I just wanted to try them. This is the cheesy pizza bread from the kids section, and it just looked interesting, and I felt like I had to do it. Honestly, it's so good. It reminds me of pizza, like middle school pizza that you would get in a cafeteria. That's what it reminds me of. It's like that weird flaky crust on the side, and just like way too much cheese and not enough sauce, but like it's nostalgia. It's really good. Also the chicken, just because I could. It's like any chicken you can get anywhere at the Magic Kingdom. If you want a little piece of cosmic rays right here at Crystal Palace, this is for you. All right, we're gonna start with the s'mores tart. All right, here we go. Oh wow, it's really good. Say the chocolate to marshmallow to, let's say graham cracker outside ratio, and it's not really a graham cracker. It's like more of like a biscuit texture on the outside. Still really good. Now the chocolate on the inside is cold and kind of like almost like a chocolate bar, cold hard chocolate bar, and then obviously the marshmallow on the top is almost kind of creamy. So really interesting, but still pretty good. And the French silk pie cupcake. What? It's so tiny.
My dad.
It's very rich, but definitely it's French silk. Like a French silk pie, right a little bite size. It's really good. French silk cupcake, it's a must. Love it. Chocolate chip cookie. I have a feeling this is going to be like a chocolate chip cookie. I know there's definitely some, especially like coming from like Gideon's and places like that. It's like not a lot of chocolate on here. You can see like maybe 3 or 4 chocolate chips in there. It's okay, standard chocolate chip cookie. Nothing to go crazy about. It's a sugar cookie with 50 sprinkles. Now that you can see it, super pretty. Tastes just like a sugar cookie. Both the cookies are fine. I definitely recommend, if you're going to the dessert station, definitely got to grab the French silk cupcake. That was definitely by far one of my favorites that I tried at the dessert station, for sure.
All right, I am starting with the apple pie, which I topped with soft serve because I'm a professional. Apple crumble is really good.
Wasn't that Walt's favorite?
It was a Walt's favorite, yep.
Yep.
And it's got like, it's a lot breadier. Like I had an apple crumble at Hollywood and Vine that was not bready enough. This one's a lot breadier. Yeah, I'm a fan. I would guess that this is going to be my favorite of the desserts. I prefer a hot and cold moment versus like the little petite desserts at buffets. So, all right, I'm starting with butterscotch pudding, which has caramel corn on top of it. I love butterscotch. The pudding itself tastes house-made, but there's just nothing that different about butterscotch pudding that's house-made versus like the little cups you get at the grocery store. What's really fussing this up is the caramel corn. It makes it so good. I also have the blueberry mousse dough, which we're wondering, zebra domes are very famous over Animal Kingdom Lodge. How will this hold up? It's pretty good. It's very fruity. It's got a little tartness to it. It has the little crunchy pearls on top, which I really love because mousse is all very soft, so it's nice to have a little crunch to it. It doesn't hold a candle to zebra dough. It's not even really the same texture. It's definitely just a more super light whipped mousse situation. And then what I'm most excited for is the strawberry shortcake. Fun fact, strawberry shortcake is my favorite dessert of all time. The cake is super dense and sweet. Honestly, a little too dense. It sort of tastes like pancake batter almost. The whipped cream is good and add a fresh strawberry on top. I wouldn't call it strawberry shortcake, but a tasty dessert nonetheless. I think my favorite of the three is the butterscotch pudding. Oh no, my favorite dessert was the apple crumble with the vanilla ice cream. We did lose Sage.
Yep, he's gone.
He went to go get the pizza bread recipe and just never came back.
Disappeared into the kitchen, never to be seen again.
Luckily, He did tell me his final thoughts, so
Okay.
I do know what he thought as well as what I thought, and you know
Yeah.
what you think.
Honestly, there's only one entree available to us as it stands now.
Yep.
They did tell me that they're planning on adding more entrees
Okay.
for plant-based eaters to the buffet, so definitely check in with them and see if there is an addition. You can walk up and ask and see if they've added more plant-based options to the buffet.
Yep. I have to say that I think it's a very small buffet. It doesn't have as many options as somewhere like Hollywood and Vine or Boma. There's a lot fewer options. However, most of them are like crowd pleasers. Pretty much anyone is going to like most of the stuff on that buffet. So I don't think you're going to run into something where like a picky eater can't find something they like, or you can't find something that you enjoy enough. In my opinion, what you're paying for is, one, an amazing location looking at Cinderella Castle, and two, the characters.
Yes.
You are paying that price for the characters. I would never pay that much money for that food. Will I pay that much money to eat a nice lunch and hug Eeyore, Winnie the Pooh, Piglet, and Tigger? Absolutely, I will. I will also say that the character breakfast is returning, and breakfast does tend to be cheaper than lunch and dinner in Disney World. You get to meet the same characters. I highly recommend looking into booking the breakfast. It's a breakfast buffet, of course, but you still get to meet the characters for less money.
And I was assured that the plant-based options at the breakfast are going to be very exciting.
All three of them, yes.
That's what I was told.
If you like this video, go ahead, like and subscribe.
And now go watch our Hollywood and Vine video to watch us meet more characters.
See you there!